I just spent about 1 hour learning about game development, and I have YouTube Premium at the moment, and I really like it. So I downloaded like 10 gigabytes of videos about people talking about game development, namely the Thomas Brush show, which I really like. I find it very, very professional and very educational. So in my area, there's a lot of competition when it comes to game development. There is real estate people who try to take over the market, and there is software people who try to take over the market. So in a way, I go underneath this and start to. I'm very successful. I take a challenge. I start to program good games, and immediately I discover there's a lot of tension in the programming, and there's huge competition. And look, there's like world top programmers are entering the competition here. So I don't have to do this. It's like something that I really love doing, which is edge in this market. We will come back to this edge later, but there danger will occur there because there's ultra tough competition from the world of professional developers. So I make backup plans in case I can't stay at these high stakes. I move down the stakes. This is the best option. In sport, I already do this sometimes when there's super tough competition in online poker. It's the sweetest thing in the world is to move down and ignore that competition. Then you can like relax and build your bankroll much more easily at a little lower stakes, and you have a lot of edge, and you're making the same money on lower stakes because the competition is currently on higher stakes, not on the lower stakes. So also, if this all fails, I'm ready to work somewhere else. I have done this in the past, but I mostly love it to move down the stakes. I plan this all in pure ref software. So the best plan that feels the best is to move down the stakes. And I don't know how it's Gamedev at lower stakes. I haven't been there. Which are good lower stakes? Very normal and good rational question. And I find that good stakes would be about €5 a month, like spending a yearly Senva subscription. Senva is a game development programming online school that I really love. But currently I am at €300 a month at those stakes. For some reason I make these workshops there for children. And it would be a good idea to be ready to drop the stakes 60 times. Be ready for that at any moment, because there it's super lovely. And it really feels that I have already made it. I have the dream success. I can basically retire, which is good news, super good news. And I'm constantly winning at too high stakes. I don't know what's happening at Gamedev. I don't know what's happening there at these high stakes. But people are enjoying my service. Kids are happy who visit the workshops. So this is like good news overall. But coming back to the why it's too high stakes, there's a heavy competition. That is what is making it tough. Everybody is trying to win. Same thing is in poker. Above €200 buy-in, there's super tough competition. Lower, nobody cares. Like anybody is visiting the lower stakes. But starting from like €200 and above, everybody's trying to. Serious professionals are trying to beat you for that money. So I think it's still gaming. It's the same is true in Gamedev. So the solution for me is pretty easy. Moving down the lower stakes, but I love it so much that I currently I do participate at this pretty high stakes, and I'm enjoying it. It's lovely. I love the whole thing. I love the competition. I even buy from the competitors. I love it. Remember, if it's like super competitive, the devs they really throw in some really good games for really cheap price. And this is what is happening again. So it's good. good time for the client, for the user, right? They can buy games really cheap. They can buy really beautiful games for really cheap. But for devs, they all fight for that one user. So it was going awesome. I ignored this software competition. I went below, and I am successful, and I take a challenge. But then there's a tension at programming, and this tension is coming from this ignored competition. This is software that is trying to take over the gaming market, the software market. Yeah. so there are people that I cannot compete with. Yeah. The overall, for me, very good news, and hoping to move down. I would like to have less pressure, but I also love to compete at this level. I do enjoy it, and I have very good plan how to deal with that competition also. I will show you it. It's a new game that is actually a plan. It's made in Estonian and English and mixture of game maker language. So the gaming activity is true and is equal to regular practice. The game dev activity is true and is equal to regular practice. It shows what it currently is. And here it shows practice. So I practice and it takes me to the current practice. Gaming, what I do running, I do abs, I do push-ups, I do online poker, 1,000 euros, not 1,000 euros, but 1,000 buy-ins, bankroll management. And game dev, I do this regular workshop for kids. I study at YouTube Premium. I study at Zenva. I create games. For example, I make this real-time strategy in Godot, and I post videos about how I do this to YouTube. Back to main menu, and we can also exit this quick solution to the competition. So the competition is crushed with this training plan, right? So yeah, that's how I deal with that competition. Also, it's not like that it is only crushing me. I'm also trying to crush the competition. So and I also have backup how to back out from the situation if it gets too tough, because it doesn't look like these real estate people or software people are letting go. There are more and more of them coming and saying, well, how did this game dev business earn this money? It's ours, the market. I love it. It's people love money, but I love the competition also. But I don't want to get crushed too much, so I'm planning to go lower. But I'm also loving the current situation, of course. Thank you for listening. This is how I solve it for myself.